Welcome to The Greatest Attorney Chronicles. We're on episode whatever the fuck. We just stopped at Gary Deb's house. We're investigating in the second case. Brothers, hello, Offie. How are you? Yes. And yeah, I'm back from vacation. Well, I mean, very good. Well, we'll come back. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure if that's good news. I mean, it's good news for like, I mean, your presence, but you're not on vacation anymore. I mean, to be honest, I mean, yeah. Ultimately, you know, man, I don't know. I'm too tired to give a good response right now. But good to see you, nevertheless. But yeah, we're here, and I think we need to just continue the investigation. I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to do now. Just gonna see what's going on. What's up, man? What's been going on in your? I mean, obviously you just said what happened, but yeah. 21st February, Briar Road. Okay, there's this soap here. We found last time. With the exception of the top floor, where Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb live, all the windows are bricked up. Yes, that's because of an old window tax that was. Yeah, I know. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna be genuinely honest. I'm getting kind of sick of this game. Like, I don't like doing the same shit over and over again. And since like I cannot go like fast paced because I'm doing my homework right now, so I'll be mostly just lurking. Hey, it's fine, don't worry. Hey, this is second monitor content. It will always be second monitor content. So it's fine if you let it be that way, because it is. It's a privilege if you're actually just watching intently the stream, you know. If you wanna be real, you know. Like, no, it doesn't. I don't think there's like one streamer I've actually watched like full focus, because I don't know. There's like maybe like for a little bit, but you know, like for example, you know, I used to watch XQC. I mean, I still watch him from time to time, but like back in when he still had the balls to do the Minecraft speedrunning. Oh shit! Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to yeah. But yeah, like for example, like he was speedrunning to beat like Forsen's record or whatever the fuck. It was really entertaining, and sometimes he was getting very close to being at the record, and then I'll just like full screen and just like watch it. But otherwise, you just have it in the back, you know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just my personal take. But yeah, it's just this game. It's like there's a lot of bloat, and it's pissing me off. And I'm like, I've been playing this for a while, and I want to move on to other things. But I know there's like good shit in this game, but I'm just waiting for it to happen. I just know it's gonna happen, but it's like so much like. Yeah, again and again and again and again and again and again. Like, it just tells you stuff you already know, and it's getting to me. But yeah, so I'm just gonna like text skip for like stuff I don't need, like, and I'm only gonna start doing the voices or like the dubbing when I'm gonna like, okay, let me change the info of the stream actually. Because I wrote dubbing as the first thing. Pog. Yeah, yeah, sure. Pog is gonna be the title of the stream. But yeah, like I usually do the voices for the characters, but I think I'll do them whenever there's like actually something interesting happening. Otherwise, I'll just like, you know, fast paced. Text has been abolished, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Okay. Okay, nothing interesting here. Is there anything new? Is there any new characters, perhaps? Hey, why has somebody built a snowman on some sort of pedestal, do you think? Okay, just snowman lore. Okay, cool. I guess there's nothing here. Fair. Let's move. Then let's go to prison and find your social security. 21st February. Local prison. Cell 9. Nothing here as well. Okay. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Miss Green's hospital bed. Maybe we can talk to her again. Nope. Wait, okay, what the hell am I supposed to do? Show him suit. Uh-huh. 21st February, show him suit. Nothing. Okay, never mind. Well, let's go back to Shakespeare's. Is there anything else to like that we could have checked here that I haven't been made known of, made aware of? I think I did check everything. Wait, hold on. Just pass the mic, not the mic, the mouse everywhere. Shit. You know, I already saw this. Okay. Oh shit, no, that's not what I meant to do. Examine. This game is lucky that it has some good music. If it didn't have the music to like back it up a little bit, like these sections would be like hell to go through. Like I really like Ace Attorney. Like don't get me, I really like Ace Attorney. Like really like Ace Attorney. But it's these moments that just like I'd rather be playing like, you know, on my DS and just like, you know, those were the times like you didn't do shit, you know. Wait, yeah, okay. These like when you play Ace Attorney in general, these like you turn your brain off during the sections, and you don't really, you know. Yeah, but like here, like because I need to be like present. It's like I'm fully aware of what I'm doing, and it's kind of getting to me in a way. I don't know how to explain. Hey, wait, everything is organized again. I mean, not everything, but yeah. I guess like this is the less ruckus, like everything. Yeah, good to see Mr. Garde's Medal of Honor still proudly displayed on the wall. Yeah, the inscription reads for distinguished participation, if you remember. Yeah. So I remember thinking even I might stand a chance of picking up honors like that. Wouldn't know it. Look at me now, perhaps, but I had my devil-may-care days, you know. Devil-may-care? What did you get up to? Well, all in the past now, of course, and best left there. Best not? I want to know now. Okay. Is there anything of note that I can check? Still everything in ruins. There's a good view over the wintry east up from here. It's an oppressively grey scene. There's really nothing comparable in Japan. And down below, Briar Road, partly blanketed in snow. And the pavement where poor Miss Green was struck in the back by that knife. Forget about it. This is the only room in this building that actually has a window to the outside world. Sometimes Great Britain really does seem like a strange land, doesn't it? I suppose all foreign cultures seem strange at first. It's called culture shock, yeah. You know what? Yeah. Really nothing of note. Like, is the cake is still in ruins? Okay, yeah. Scooter haven't touched it since. Haven't done much at all, really. Since it all happened, time's rather stood still for me, you know. Oh. Time has stood still. Now that's an interesting phrase. Maybe we'll have to excuse when I'm next supposed to be doing it. Okay. You could just tidy up. Bro, she always reads our mind, bro. Like, we think things and she like just knows what you're thinking. She always answers. We got no privacy in our own brain. All beast. Reminds me of the Battle of Maywan, don't you know? Had the experience of a seasoned veteran. Enemy had us surrounded on all sides. We really thought we were done for. The whole Ballet Company. We were taking a real pounding from their cannons, so all we could do was run for our lives. Oh, I thought the story was going in a different direction, actually. Well, the whole experience taught me one thing, I can tell you. When you're done for, you're really done for. Okay. That's not what a lawyer who often finds himself under fire wants to hear. True. Especially like his specialty is like it's like just curveballs and curveballs and curveballs, like nothing else. Like finding hope in desperate situations is his like modus operandi. Sorry. Okay, military uniform. Still on your guard, yes. Been hanging on the wall ever since my retirement badge. Not in active service now, you know. It says you know a lot, you know. I do that a lot as well. But like, I don't know, I've been told I say that I say you know a lot. And I've noticed when I listen to myself that I say like, to be honest, if I'm being real, to be honest, I say that a lot. I don't know why, but because I guess I'm an authentic person, I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't mean much to me anymore. You could have the whole thing if you wanted it. Well, it might suit Lord Van Zeeks, perhaps. An overly ostentatious outfit like this could be just what he needs. Very tactful, Mrs. Sato, very tactful indeed. I don't know what I'm looking for, because there's the only thing that I haven't checked everything yet. We know what that screen is hiding now, the aftermath of the fiery altercation the other day. Huh. That both of us will be able to clear that mess up for some time now. Oh dear, this must be a very difficult situation for you. I'll say, people talk about twists of fate and whatnot. But this is a twist and a half, a rotten show all around. He's clearly struggling with everything that's happened. Yeah, poor guy, if you wanna know, for those that don't know. Yeah, like, he was getting abused by his wife, like beaten and like obviously it's played for laughs in this game, which I don't like at all. But, like, yeah, he was just, like, getting, like, smacked and, like, basically his wife, like, just, like, throwing shit at him, like, over and over and over. And his window was open and her wife threw a knife to him. And he didn't hit him, luckily, it cut his pipe in half. And then he went through the window and then it knocked down, like, the window. And it stabbed someone that was outside. And, like, there was someone else right behind that person and everyone thought that that person killed, like, stabbed the person that just got, like, hit by that, like, random knife that came out of this place, because his wife was pissed at him because apparently he cheated on her, but he didn't even cheat on her because, like, it wasn't even his name on, like, whatever thing that she thought was proof of it, like, and it was, like, so obviously verifiable. And even then, like, you like, it's your partner. Yeah, you can see how much she pissed me off. Like, genuinely, she is my most despised character in the entire fucking franchise, like, genuinely. Like, and I still talk about her to this day, like, despite having beaten the case, like, a week ago. Like, that's how much I fucking hate her. Like, goodness, like, I don't know. Like, if you're married, like, at least give the benefit of the doubt, I don't know. Like, and just check the facts for what, I don't know, man. Whatever, I'm getting carried away. The single apron drying on that enormous cannon-shaped closed horse. Look. I know, Mr. Naruto, that's a real cannon. Yeah, I was just teasing you. Piece of history that way. The old girl and I are just enjoying the peace and quiet of retirement together. And of course, shit come in if the enemy decided to launch an attack again. Is there a war that I don't know about? Yeah, in his house. What about the books? Oh, a copy of Rent's magazine. Adventures of Sherlock Holmes is being read all over London. Isn't it wonderful? Naturally, one asks on oneself if such a singular detective could really exist. But having met the chap, it's undeniable. He is most certainly singular. Singularly dangerous. I can agree with that. That's genuine public opinion for you, Mr. Sato. Perhaps it should be reflected in the stories. Make no mistake, Mr. Naruto. I intend to snuff out this sort of public opinion we just heard personally. I need to see where Mr. Sholmes' untainted reputation comes from now. From the... How do you call them? From the zealots. I guess that's a word. I mean, zealots is more for, like, religious stuff. Anyway. Ah yes, those enormous mortar shells. It's quite something seeing them up close, isn't it? Didn't you say something about firing them into the barracks, Mr. Garrett? Remember, do you? Just yeah. What are you doing firing on your own men? The captain below at me. I'm not surprised. A little mess doesn't really do that justice. Well, one has a little incident. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. The Great Light. There's nothing, like, what am I missing? Did I forget to tell you about something? And I presented you, like, basically everything I had. Like, I presented the soap. What about this? Yeah, that's the road. Did I examine this? Did I not examine the soap? I forgot to examine the soap. Okay, that's literally what I was missing. This part is different. It's a different color. It's exquisite design, isn't it? Looks like something, like, melted on it. Trust the British and turn a boring bar of soap into something special. I quite like it. It reminds me of Hinomaru design. Yeah, I know. Doesn't seem likely, given who it belongs to. Okay, that's it. Okay, what about this? Yeah, hold on. Whoever opened this envelope didn't bother with a letter opener or scissors, did they? Yes, whoever opened it was clearly someone with an unrefined temperament. And judging from the angle of the rip here, the person in question must have been right-handed. Mr. Sato, I think perhaps someone's been reading too much of the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. You can never read too much of it, Mr. Naruto, never. Okay. Okay, fine. Well, no new clues, if anything. Okay, let me try presenting the map to him, because I think I know that I didn't present the map to him. Yeah, okay. Doesn't do shit. So yeah, nothing to present him. So what the hell am I supposed to do? So what's the big fucking deal? What the fuck are we doing out here? Is there something I can look at in the... Perhaps I can look at her bag, because I didn't check her bag actually. Like since she's gone, like I can like snoop around. Must be a bag of Miss Green's personal belongings. Should have been brought directly here after she was found stabbed on the pavement though. I suspect a friend or family member probably brought some things up for her. But then let's see what's inside. Change of clothes, no doubt, and... No, Mr. Naruto, you must never scrutinize a young maiden's personal belongings. The young maiden might have chocolates or biscuits or caramel. Okay. I don't think that's an excuse. This looks like the patient's treatment notes. Let's see. Do not feed. What is this place? A zoo? What the fuck, you know, I seem to remember seeing an almost identical sign in our local park. For the pigeons, yes, this is a person. Poor woman, I hope she hasn't read this. Yeah, what the hell? What about this one? Ah, this looks like treatment notes for whoever's occupying this bed. Let's see. Do not permit to run around the hospital. Patient doesn't seem to be here at the moment, so he or she is probably running around the hospital then. Oh dear, how worrying. What's worrying is why they haven't discharged the patient yet. Yeah, he's running around, like... Okay, is there really an... Okay, what's up in this cabinet? Okay, whatever, I think I know about this. Yeah, this... I don't think there's anything new here. This is the rat, but I don't know what to do with that rat. Yeah, nothing here. Let's move. What? Maybe he's in prison. He came back. Nope. Interesting. But yeah, I need to check every single thing in Garydeb's room for some other reason. Like, I gotta inspect the lion and then the painting and then the... We're dashing in the uniform, so Garydeb. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really care right now. So... Yeah, I did just check everything. There's not a... I've inspected every single nook and cranny here. What do you want from me? Okay, nope. Let's go to Briar Road again. Maybe we'll find Gregson. We will not find Gregson, indeed. Let's look at the door. Promenade around the corner. Sometimes, yeah, I can feel this a bit. It's supposed to be haunted as well. I think I might have a hunch as to why Susan has such a hunchback. Okay. So even this is like meaningless. What about the bike, though? Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing new here. Seriously, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? I'm supposed to go like far away? London's like it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry if this is boring, I guess, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If I am doing anything wrong. Yeah, went here. I guess it's still Sholm's suit, but... Am I really supposed to be here? Oh, look, oh, okay, maybe you can talk to her. Iris? Yeah, she's busy writing. That's incredible concentration, that is. I find it quite remarkable how she can focus on so many different things at once. Perhaps I should try drinking more herbal tea. The blend third from the right would be good for you, Runo. Oh, Iris? Okay, this girl is destined for great things, I'm sure. Okay, I guess not, then. I guess I can bother her. Is Sholmes here, like, doing, like, some aerobics or something? I don't know. Oh, maybe we can use the analystoscope. Ah, Hurley's good. Wait, okay, you just... Yes, you can analyze anything all you know. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, alright. Can I... No, I cannot present shit. So, I'm stuck. What? I gotta look up a playthrough. That would be, like, very shameful of me to actually do that. Maybe I still didn't see something in Shakespeare. Let's look at him again. If I can look at him again. Nope, nothing. Maybe the hole has something new to show us. Wait, there's a new soap! I was certain, like, we just stole a bar of soap. It's cold outside. You can feel it through this gap. It did snow all last night. It would be cold. But more importantly, what is it on the ledge out there? Snow-covered lumps. Yeah. It's more bars of soap. So, what are bars of soap doing? Yeah, wait. Yeah, but there's more soap now. Like, I remember we took one of them. Okay, you're just not gonna comment on it. Alright, sure. Maybe the gas, like we put like some shit in the gas, like a coin. And I didn't have money, and now I have money. I don't know when I would have gathered money, but then I'm genuinely like lost. Okay, I guess I'll have to look up a playthrough. Damn. The Great Ace Attorney. Resolve. Walk through. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I scanned every single piece of everything. And then there's gonna be some stupid shit. Like, I swear if it's like some... You gotta scratch your left ball and then like bump your head with your fist. And then like do a hula hoop and then it will appear. Gregson will like fall from the sky, of course. Anyway. Investigation part 1. Yeah. Okay, Sholm suit, yeah, Miss Green's hospital. Oh yeah, and we're in investigation mode. Like I should be wearing my investigative hat. Yes. Okay. Hospital bed, what the incident about yourself, Shame Spear, yeah, the degrade deduction, I did that, meeting the client, investigation time, Garrideb's room, wearing out student speaking, gas. Just everything you can to Garrideb, head to the prison to talk to Seki. But I did talk about everything to Garrideb. What are you yapping about? What? Or did I just miss something and I'm genuinely, like, blind? Yeah, there's everything here. To Garrideb's room, a pair of teacups. Wait, pair of teacups. Wait, I didn't see that. How? How did I miss something? Bro, it's so small. They... Okay, sure. Okay, alright. One of the teacups that Mr. Shamespheres and his guest drank from last night. Okay. Don't go drinking from them, Mr. Naruhodo. There's bitter poison inside. I'm not planning on drinking any, don't worry. Anyway, the cups are both empty. That's true. So one was Shamespears. The other must be the cup that Mr. Natsume was drinking from. Sikison wasn't poison, of course. Perhaps we should take these so we can examine them in more detail later. Alright, finally. Okay. Oh. Wait, hold on. I just received like a very scary message. Someone said I have bad news. Like a close friend of mine. No. Wait, what the fuck? What what the hell, man? Like, this guy was supposed to do something like tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna say it. There's like a giant like protest tomorrow in France. Like it would, like everyone's planning to block everything. Like genuinely like fuck shit up because no, not fuck shit up, but like genuinely like do somewhat of a revolt against the government, some way or the other. I don't know, but like a genuinely like nationwide movement. And I was planning to participate in it. Like. Yeah, and I was supposed to go with friends, and like they're all pussying out, and I'm like, bro, come on, man. This is for the future, man. Come on, like. Sorry for, by the way, for the like. Whatever, man. Guess I'll be on my own. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna continue the discussion with him after. Anyway, looks like you're having a good snooping around, eh? Oh, huh. Okay. Oops. Inspector Gregson. Back so soon. 30-year-old little Japanese fella in the clink went and reported this to the investigation division. In 5 minutes' time, this place will be cordoned off by the yard. Oh, I see. Well, we'd better be leaving then. Poor Mr. Natsume must be feeling very low being back in a cell again so soon. He's not dead! I knew he wasn't dead. I don't know why. I just had a feeling he's alive! Out, out, a brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow. A poor player. Hey, and he has like a pizzazz as well. Okay. Alright. I'm glad to see he's actually alive. Okay, so there's no crime at all. And he's still in fucking prison regardless. Alright then. The Strutsen frets his hour up on the stage and then he's heard no more. Yeah, why is there so much police and people out in my house, bro? No. How soundeth the next part? Is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Indeed! Oh, happy day! What the fuck? Walking Dead! I'm sure he's not a zombie. But what the hell, man? The fella isn't dead at all? What's that nonsense you were saying, though? Yes, it was from William Shakespeare's Macbeth. A soliloquy from Act 5, Scene 5. Shakespeare. Which is very well read, alright. So it was. The victim, Mr. William Shakespeare, came back to life. If the man had indeed been poisoned, it transpired that it hadn't killed him. He was taken by emergency carriage to a nearby hospital for treatment. Thank God! Inspector Gregson evicted us from the scene of the crime, whatever that now was. Yeah, no, it's nothing. What's he doing here? Looking at the soap like that. 21st February, Briar Road. What do you think will happen now? Good question. It's a strange situation for Mr. Natsume, arrested for murder, but then the victim comes back to life. I think perhaps the victim was never dead in the first place. It seems very likely that Mr. Shakespeare did consume poison as we deduced, but was it an accident, attempted suicide, or attempted murder? until the truth can be established. I imagine the police will keep Mr. Natsume in custody. Suppose so. Let's hope it doesn't come to anything more than a night in the cells. Oh, what's this? What's this peeping Tom doing? What's this man doing over there? He's trying to see into Sasuke-san's lodgings. Yeah, man. Something wrong, Mr. Naruto? Excuse me? Could we have a word? Ah! He just ran off. Okay, fair enough. I remember seeing him though. I was sure that I've seen that man somewhere before. Where was it? Yeah, I know. I do too, but I don't remember. I think he was on this road, actually, I think. Well, we've done as much investigating here as we can, I think. Perhaps we have to go to the prison and speak with Mr. Natsume again. A good idea. Alright. Let's move. Prison. he's like done. He's like in even deeper depression than usual. February 21st, local prison, cell 9. Look, Mr. Naruhodo. Mr. Natsume, have the police finished questioning you now? Welcome, student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Oh, yes? What is he? Tell me, is he a ghost? Is he hired to haunt me? Let me guess, you're talking about Mr. Sholmes. He actually calls himself a great detective, Mr. Natsume, not a ghost. But his diabolic deductions, they're not of this world. They've left me. Cursed! I'm cursed, I tell you! Well, that sort of hurts. Credit where credit is due, Mr. Naruto. You were heavily involved in deduction, too. Yes, moving on. We have some wonderful news. Oh? The victim that we all thought was dead has come back to life again. Now, in the absolute worst case, you could only be tried for attempted murder. That's great, isn't it, Mr. Natsume? It's terrible! Oh. I'm stuck in a cell, suffering for some silly, wrong and a mistake. Okay. You did it, didn't you? Confess, you're a killer. Why the mustache? Oh, no. Constant questions. Oh, okay, that's because okay, never mind. I'm sorry to hear that. That's selfish shyster. Make up your mind. Are you dead or alive? Going to come back to life? Why bother dying? Wickedly wishy-washy, William. Okay. Well, it seems likely that Mr. Shames here was never actually dead in the first place. Yes, that might make some sense. I'm pleased that he's alive, of course. Our lively debate last night was much fun. I'd be sad to think it was our last. Oh. Oops. I don't know why, but the fact he just like has his like less depressed like sprite when he said oops. Like I don't know why that's so funny to me. Mr. Natsume, does this mean that you did see the victim last night? Yeah, we know he like converses and chats. We know like that they're like buddies, like somewhat. I'm not saying another word. I demand to have a lawyer present. What do you think I am? Please, Mr. Natsume, we need to hear your side of the story. Oh, why am I cursed like this? Alright, tell me what happened, man. I trust you, you know, we know you're just like very neurodivergent. You're not a killer, man. Like, at least not that type of neurodivergent, you know. Anyway, can you tell us exactly what happened last night then, Mr. Nestor? There's nothing to tell. But Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, I'm eternally grateful to you for helping me with a cursed case yesterday. Because it saw poor Miss Green hospitalized after she ended up with a knife in her back. It's hard to believe that was only yesterday. Oh shit. The trial was over. I trudged my weary way back to my lowly lodgings. And that evening at 9:30, it must have been, I visited Mr. Shakespeare. So you did go to the victim's room then, eh? Why did it say A at the end? As we feared. I didn't do anything wrong! I'd never been to his room before! It was the first time! Then what made you decide to go? I bumped into him when I arrived back at the house. We got chatting, and it developed into a discussion. But he had to go out, so I bade him farewell. That ties in with what Mr. Gardep said. The victim went out and came back after 8. We met again later that evening at around 9 or just after, when I took him some nice tea that brewed as a gift. So it was you who brought the tea that had clearly been drunk at the scene then? Which was clearly poisoned! And I suppose you were discussing the works of Shakespeare, were you? Yes, that's right. That's exactly right. Romeo and Juliet, who was the stronger? Who was the stronger? It was a delightful debate. Were they power scaling Romeo and Juliet? What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? It's like reading a shoujo, like a shoujo manga, and it's like... It's like watching Doki Doki Literature Club and then power scaling, like... I mean, if you remove, I mean, actually, it would kind of make sense because it's not really just a dating sim. Anyway, or like, okay, what's another game? It's like Honey. It's like playing Unipop. Okay, I know it's an obscure reference. It's like, and then power scaling. Who's the strongest? Like, what the fuck, man? It's kind of ridiculous. I'm sure. Okay, such stimulating subject, Shakespeare. And the debate became very heated, so you slipped poison Mr. Shakespeare's tea. No, never, not at all. Team Juliet won, that was me. And when I left his room, the flamboyant fellow was fighting fit. I swore it categorically. Okay, cursed existence. Listen, Natsumi, you often say the same thing about yourself, I've noticed. That you have a cursed existence. I'm sure I've mentioned this to you before, but I've been here in Great Britain for a year now, and in that time I've learned that it's no place for me. And yet you cannot escape. You're always stuck in that prison. Are you? It can be very trying to live in a foreign land and adapt the ways of another culture. There are foreigners everywhere I look, and they all stare at me. They laugh. That's the impression I get whenever I go out. It makes me scared to leave my room. Poor guy. What a pet. Which is why I've become a recluse. But even in my room, I find no respite from my fears. I've moved more times than I can remember. And then 1 week ago, I moved into Briar Road. But why? I mean, why did you choose that place? Doesn't seem very comfortable. It's cheap. Because the rent is cheap. Yeah, literally, I have so little money. It spoke to me. The rent? Obviously, there's a reason why it's cheap. Because the room is cursed. Cursed? Cursed how? The previous occupant, the man who lived here before I took the room, died there. Oh no! He was only a young man, but one morning he was found dead and no one could explain why. Surely no one would want to live in a room with a history like that. Yep, I didn't. When the letting agent recommended the place, I wavered. But I want books, and books cost money! A horrible history is a small price to pay! When I realized it would mean I could buy more books, I signed the lease like lightning. Brave or blinkered. After I had moved in, I soon came to realize what I'd done. I realized how horrible the room's history really was. Okay. Gosh, was it really so awful? Well, tell us about the horrible history, yeah. Go ahead. How did the room's horrible history affect you, Mr. Natsumi? What happened? At first, it was just a feeling. The feeling of beady eyes boring into my back, watching me. Do you think that might just have been your mind playing tricks on you? No, my mind doesn't do any tricks. It was someone else. It's been one nightmare ever since I was given the keys to the place. A nightmare? You have been having bad dreams, you mean? All the souls who've died in that room lean over me in my sleep and try to strangle me. Okay, he's having sleep paralysis. Okay. Poor guy. They didn't know what sleep paralysis was at this time. Now I come to think of it, it happened again last night too. The very same night, Mr. Shakespeare was writhing in agony from the poison in his body. I was on the verge of being suffocated silently by those miserable spirits in my room. You simply must move out of that room as soon as possible. Yes, you're right, I know it, and that's why. I'm already searching for the next room with a history to call home. I think perhaps you should try to avoid accommodations with any kind of history at all. Otherwise, I'm scared that you yourself may become history. Oh, okay. Yes, so the son knows how to make the man listen. Yep. Of course. Mr. Lord of the Manor is worried about the curse in my room as well. Mr. Garrideb. Yes, he knows that if people keep dying there, he'll never be able to rent it out again. Well, that's true. I, for one, wouldn't go near the place. Ah, perhaps... That may explain why the landlord pays so much attention to the gas lamps in his tenants' movements. You mean because he's worried about their well-being? He does seem to have an unusually keen interest in the amount of gas in the pipes. There must be a reason why he keeps such close tabs on the occupancy of his let rooms. What do you mean, he pays so much attention to the gas lamps? Oh dear, no, it's nothing to do with you, Mr. Natsume. Please, forget I said anything. Why? You should let him know. Oh, now you're talking about me behind my back as well. What's important is that Mr. Shakespeare isn't in fact dead at all. No, but why are you, like, withdrawing information, man? It's fine, tell him. You're weird. Once he's come around and he's able to tell us what happened, we'll be able to get you released. Alright. Yes, please, I do hope you're right. Ahem. Excuse me. Okay, it's him. Inspector Gregson! I have overheard what you said. On that note, some good news and some bad news. Oh. Which one do you want first? Always. Every time, the bad news comes first. When hope is all you have, hold on to it. That's my guiding principle. True. Right. Well, in that case, the good news it is. Wait. Huh? Sorry, but it's just a lot easier to explain everything that way. Why did you ask us? Why did you ask me my preference? Yeah. As I have heard, the victim Shakespeare was just unconscious. It is come round now. Yes, we saw it happen in all its terrifying glory. Still being treated by the doctors, but we've managed to get a written statement from him already. Oh, isn't that wonderful, Mr. Natsume? I'm having a bad feeling about that. He's saying, like, Natsume killed him. Natsume killed me. Okay. Oh, thank goodness, it's all over then. I can leave the somber cell. No. Sorry? No, that's not on the cards. What? Why ever not, Inspector? So Shakespeare has implicated someone has been responsible for what happened last night. Implicated someone? Oh dear! You don't mean... Sorry to say I do, yes. He's pointing the finger at you, Mr. Natsume. Ah! Okay. Sweet poison did he seeketh to end my life. The wicked caitiff. Seki Natsume. No! So I'm afraid you'll be appearing in court as planned. We wanted to make the necessary preparations. What? No! Poor guy. We know he didn't kill. Bro, I thought we were chill. Like, I thought you were chill, bro. Like, what do you think about? Okay, man. Okay, bro. And so once again, Saseki-san found himself having to take the dock in the Old Bailey. Whether his room was haunted or whether he was just terribly unlucky, I never had no choice. I knew I had no choice. Okay. Following day, I would represent him in court and do my utmost to break the curse that blighted him. Okay. To be continued. And it will be right now. Yes, indeed. Okay. Your current progress? Yes, I will. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go back. 22nd February, 9:23 a.m. Old Bailey, Defendant's Antechamber. Old Bailey. This always makes me feel strange. Seems to get chills down my spine and break out in my nerves, and break out in a nervous swell all at the same time. Well, I didn't think I'd be back here so soon. That's my line. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Natsume. It was only 2 days ago that I was declared not guilty here. Yes, we somehow managed to prove he didn't stab Miss Green in the back. But now this! Another morning, another murder, and here I am again in this hellhole. I can't keep coming to court. I'm beginning to think he's right. It really does seem as though he's cursed. Yeah, that's the curse of the Old Bailey, like, even though, like, I mean, of the Reaper. Like, he got, like, acquitted, therefore he's gonna get another trial immediately, because Van Zieks was there. Anyway. Mr. Naruhodo, I'm afraid I have bad news. Oh. Mr. Natsumi, good morning. Yes, morning. So, here we are again. Yes, again. Say the bad news. Come on. Chop chop. Judicial Assistant Miss Mikonoba Esquires, what's the bad news? Oh dear, you heard, did you? Yeah, why do you keep withdrawing? If you come in shouting at the top of your voice, people can help hearing what you say. Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong, Mr. Sato. Now, what is it? Well, it seems that the prosecution in today's trial will be led by Lord Baron Wow, shocker! No way! It's Van Zieks again? Oh my god, the color me surprised. Van Zieks? No! The guy I fought like 27 times already that only comes to fight in court when I'm here. Wow! Ah! Oh no, oh no, no, no. Okay, Roach. Yeah, we know Van Zieks, come on. Yeah. We fought him before. Yeah, no need an introduction. Perhaps Mr. Natsumi is quite on that trial wasn't the end of the matter after all. Yes, I know what you're thinking. The legendary Reaper that says, yeah, okay, I know. that was the way he shaked, like, when I was in fast forward mode, okay. But even if that person's found not guilty, the accused will meet a mysterious end one way or another. Okay, yeah, I know the lore, don't worry. Ow! Do I have to battle with those ice-cold eyes boring into my soul again? Here's my evil spirits and now. Okay, I see this game for the first time and he's hot. Oh yeah, he is. Automatically, my day way, my John. Oh, you're gonna get a lot of this guy. Actually, look at him. This guy, I really like him. But a negative point, he's a little bit racist. So maybe that's a turn off for you. But yeah. I think like by proving him wrong, he's gonna come around eventually. I think at the end of the game of the first half, he actually stopped. Like I think maybe, but like he explained like actually like he had like a problem with the Japanese people because he knew a Japanese person that betrayed him in the past, and he still had this anger inside of him. So like he had a backstory, but now like we've proved ourselves to be like a based person. Therefore, he doesn't hate us at the end, you know. But yeah. And Herlock Sholmes, these two are like the Tumblr sexy men of the game, 100%. But yeah. Cursed by evil spirits and now by the Reaper. Pair of petrifying perils, potentially. Well, if it's potentially, at least you appear to have hope, Mr. Natsumi. Welcome, student Mr. Naruto Esquire. Yes? I'm innocent, you have to believe me. You more than anyone now. Yeah, okay. Don't worry. I'll be your steadfast ally every step of the way in this battle. I promise. And this promises to be a hard battle, I fear. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Well, the trial is scheduled to begin shortly. We should move into the courtroom. Let's go! Oh yes, I forgot to say. I'm afraid he won't be able to make it. Mr. Sholmes, I mean. Oh, that's it? No, that's probably for the best. Yeah, like literally, he's like such a loose cannon. I mean, he was like the GOAT, like the last case, but no, the last case, like the final case of the first half. But yeah. Oh, if you were here, I might be tempted to rely on his help. Yeah, and that could be seen as a weakness. If Lord Van Zieks were to notice, he'd prey on it mercilessly. Yep. At least that's my gut feeling. It's a Naruhodo. You're right. Yes, you're so right. Of course you agree. Oh, well said. Welcome, student Mr. Naruto Esquire. Well said. I've sworn this sword at my side, and on the spirit of Kazuma that it harbors. Yes, I'll show him what a Japanese lawyer can do. I'll set you free. With honor! Okay, forgot he was Japanese. Oh, yes. And the investigation is done, so the hat comes up. Alright. 22nd February, 9:40 a.m. Old Bailey courtroom. Oh, it's Buff Guy again. It's fair play. Okay, I know all of these people.
In the name of His Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
There we go. Look at him. Look at him. He's literally Dracula. And I got the Dracula flow T-shirt. How fitting. Lamau. Okay. Prosecution is ready. The defense is ready, my lord.
Readiness for trial, my lord Nipponese friend. It is not what the defense needs. What you need is readiness for your inevitable defeat.
Bro, we whooped your ass like 10 times. Chill out. It's not just my imagination. It's really there. Lord Van Zeeks has such an animosity towards us Japanese for some reason. Yeah, literally actual racism. Well, some time ago now that he first became known as the Reaper of the Bailey, I believe. These past few years, he hasn't appeared in court at all. Yet now he's back in the courtroom though, for some reason. Yeah, because he likes you. Only when I'm defending. Yeah. This Reaper, with his curious disdain for us Japanese, is a persecutor shrouded in mystery. Yeah, no, he just has a crush on you, bro. That's basically it. He just wants to see you in court. Still, this isn't the time to be pondering that. I have to concentrate on Sigismund's trial.
Furthermore, now I call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You have been chosen at random to represent the will of the people in this trial. Are you ready to fulfill your duty?
Yeah, and look, this is not picked at random, bro. I know every single juror here. This is bullshit. Anyway.
Absolutely, I had a feeling that Larrikin was an innocent before.
I must say that I feel especially ruthless on days when my head refuses to sit right. Oh, well, I rather like how you're wearing your hat. I think the ruthless look is very fetching, actually. Oh, I don't know her. She looks mysterious.
I need to be somewhere at 10 o'clock. I have a very important meeting. Let's make this quick. Couldn't agree more. I need to take home 5 bob tonight and the Artemises will go through the roof.
That's not his voice. He actually has a very pleasant voice for such a buff man, actually. I remember that.
Oh, may the Lord show us the light here and lead his flock to a righteous verdict.
The British jury system is so very different to... Yeah, whatever. She's so angry, okay. Yeah, I know. Oh shit. I forgot to read. The prosecution, okay. Oh yeah, I think I have T history. Ah, that's true. Okay, first time I use it.
Prosecution would draw attention to the fact that the accused was on trial here but 2 days
ago. Yeah, bro, don't beat him while he's down. Come on, man.
Accordingly,
oh shit, I forgot to read that as well. Fuck.
Accordingly, where possible, the same jurors have been asked to return for duty today.
Okay, so there's one that couldn't come. Okay, that's why it's the same jurors. Why? Why did you ask for the same jurors? That's like cheating.
Very well, let us commence the trial. Lord Van Zeeks, your opening statement, please.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is not the intent of the prosecution to cast doubt over your past decision. However, the innocent verdict afforded to this eccentric Nipponese before has had dire consequences.
So majestic.
The accused repent for his wrongdoing in that affair. Far from it. Instead, he used his freedom to perpetrate a most blood-curdling crime. Namely that of attempted murder of his neighboring lodger, an innocent Englishman. To explain the circumstances of the crime, the prosecution calls its first witness to the stand.
Removes the cape. There we go.
The detective responsible for investigating the scene, and the accused himself.
Okay.
This is your names and occupations, please.
Yes, sir. I'm Miss Gregson, Detective Inspector at Scotland Yard's Homicide Division. Saseki Natsumi from the Upper Japan. My government ordered me to come here as a student to study your language and culture.
Mr. Natsumi.
Yes, my lord, sir.
I'm quite sure I'm not mistaken, but you swore an oath never to set foot in my courtroom again.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Remember it as if it were yesterday.
The day before, in fact, my lord, but close enough. Believe me, this is the last place I want to be.
Inspector, let's hear from you first. Explain the case for the court.
Right you are, sir. Incident occurred at the Garrett household where the defendant has lodgings. The ground floor room of the victim, Mr. William Shakespeare. The defendant has already admitted to visiting the victim on the night in question. Mr. Shakespeare collapsed in his room as a result of poisoning by strychnine. Was found the following morning when the landlord, suspecting something was wrong, broke down the door.
No, it was with him, with Natsume.
This means I presume that the door to the victim's room was locked at the time of the incident.
Correct, my lord. It was locked from the inside, making entry to or exit from the room impossible.
Although the victim, Mr. Shakespeare, lives to tell the tale. He very nearly did it. The man was halfway to heaven when we first found him.
That's not his voice, never mind.
Was the first officer on the scene, my lord. And I have a photographic print here that I took at the time to show how it looked.
Thank you.
Yeah, such an insane indeed. The man looks very much deceased.
Yeah, well, okay, there's a very suspicious, like, water here. Okay, this is gonna be relevant eventually.
That's right. Everyone present, they believe that's exactly what he was.
Yeah, did you not check for a pulse? Like, are you dumb? How did you not know he was dead, actually not dead?
Very well, I shall accept this photographic print as evidence for the court.
Okay.
Now then, Mr. Natsume.
Yes. Okay.
As a defendant, do you have anything to say at this juncture?
They're haunted. They're haunted by evil spirits.
Good gracious, what's haunted?
My lodgings! There's been a whole series of strange happenings in my lodgings. The tenant before me died in mysterious circumstances. A woman was stabbed by no one on the street outside. My neighbor was poisoned. And me! What about me? I've been nearly killed countless times.
Killed, Mr. Natsume? How?
Even on that fateful night it happened. When I returned from Mr. Shakespeare's room, I lit my gas stove and climbed into bed, but before long, the stove went out, and somebody tried to kill me.
You must always extinguish all fires before retiring for the night, Mr. Natsume.
But it's so cold! My runny nose would freeze! The point is, I didn't poison my neighbor. Oh, why am I being accused of this? Why is my existence so cursed? Okay, he made a very good case for himself.
Thank you, witnesses. I believe I have a reasonably clear picture of events.
Okay. I think...
If I could raise one more point, my lord. One more conclusive point.
Yeah, hold on. I think, you know the like peeping Tom we saw like in the street that was looking through like at the bricked up window. Like, I think this guy is the reason why Mr. Natsume always like, has the feeling of being watched or something, you know? Like, this guy is always like looking at him, but it's not a ghost, it's an actual person just looking at him. Like spying on him and shit, like a weirdo, I don't know. Or maybe not, I don't know, but something like that. I feel like this like weirdo that was like peeping on him is gonna be relevant eventually, at some point. And yeah.
Conclusive, go on.
Fortunately, the victim, Mr. Shakespeare, has regained consciousness after his ordeal. He has named the true culprit. The poison consumed by the victim was administered in a cup of tea that he drank on the night in question.
Oh my god, you know what happened? I'm so certain I know what happened. Oh my god, I think I figured it out already. The guy is allergic. Like he had an allergic reaction to like the tea, and he wasn't being poisoned. He just had an allergic reaction. If it's just this simple, I swear to god, like it's gonna be so fucking moronic. Because that's why, because Natsume drank the same tea, and he wasn't planning to kill him. So how did he like convulse or whatever the fuck? Except if, like, in the possibility, like, in the scenario where there's only have been 2 people, like, in this room, like, and no one else involved. I think he was just allergic to whatever the fuck, like, this oriental tea, how do you call it? That the Mr. Natsume, like, brewed for him. Like, there was just an allergy, that's why he collapsed after a while, and that Natsume didn't get shit. Like, I think that's literally that simple. Would be so silly if it was actually the case. But anyway.
Tea, my lord, was brought to the victim's room by the accused.
The accused, good grief! Order! Order!
Yes, that's the crux of this whole case. Sussex is innocent, and why? Has the victim accused him? This is dumbed.
Well, listen to me. What have you say to this accusation?
That evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visit Mr. Shakespeare's room as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I bought bottled water especially to make it. And this is the result. Never will I touch tea again. Never.
The public pump was frozen, you say? It's not information we've heard before.
It will do, thank you. Now, according to our laws, the defense must have the opportunity to cross-examine witnesses at this court. Therefore, I call upon these witnesses now for a formal testimony. I presume the prosecution has no objection.
None whatsoever, my lord.
Good. Then you will give your account of events in denying the question to the court now.
Yes, my lord!
Okay. Okay, bro. Alright. I hope we can debunk Gregson, because I don't wanna debunk Soseki. It's just gonna dump him even lower and lower.
It was around 9 o'clock that evening when I visited my neighbor, and I took some tea with me as a gift. We had a heated, literary debate over a nice hot drink, after which I went back to my room at around 11. My tea was completely harmless. He couldn't have locked the door behind me otherwise, could he?
Strike 9 takes some time to have an effect on the body. People don't kill over immediately after taking it. The victim would have been perfectly able to lock the door after his guest left. The argument still stands.
Okay.
Yes, I see. It seems relatively straightforward.
Excuse me, but that testimony does raise one rather crucial point, I think. Mr. Natsumi claimed his tea to have been harmless, presumably though. The teacups have been examined for the traces of the poison, haven't they? Yeah! If there was poison, it would have been poisoned as well. Idiot! Why didn't I think of that? Because you're a moron.
But as it happens now, we haven't been able to. Just hear you correctly, Inspector. Scotland Yard has failed to examine the suspect's substance.
How could you have overlooked something so important? Isn't that the first thing you should have done? Dickhead!
My learned police friend is falsely incensed.
Huh?
The inspector said Scotland Yard was unable to examine the tea, not that it was overlooked.
Yeah, but how did they know that it was like struck 9, buck 9, whatever the fuck it was inside? Bro? Unable? Why?
It's simple enough. There was none left, not a drop. Someone must have been very thirsty indeed.
Or he was cleaned.
With current scientific techniques, it's not possible to test for poisoning under such circumstances.
You only need a drop, but that one drop does actually have to exist, funny enough.
Okay. Lack of examination notwithstanding. It appears nothing other than the tea passed the victim's lips on the night in question.
But there was 2 cups, though, bro.
I see. Thank you. The matter is clear.
Guess you rise over the jury, my learned friend.
What?
You can see it in their faces, I'm sure, the recognition of the accused's guilt. Your client's fate is all but sealed. Mere moments from now, you will lose, and your compatriot will be damned for all eternity.
Okay, he's right. I can feel all 6 of the jurors looking daggers at me. Okay, but I can't let them beat me down. I won't. Yeah, because that's what you do.
Counsel for the defense, proceed with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Catastrophic night. It was around 9 o'clock the evening I visited my neighbor, and I took some tea with me as a gift. Okay, let's press.
Hold it!
Were you and your neighbor good friends then? No! We weren't friends! Oh, not at all, not at all! Never, ever! Bro, why are you lying? You do know each other though. You do chit-chat. Then, why did you decide to pay him a visit?
Mr. Shakespeare fancies himself as having great literary knowledge. As a fellow scholar of English literature, we find much to talk about together. Come now, no Nipponese could understand the finer points of English literature.
Shut the fuck up, bro. We don't need all... Hey, I bet Natsume has more like culture, like English culture, like knowledge than you, bro. Shh, shut your mouth. I like you, but shut your mouth. On the night in question, that was a topic of conversation as well, I presume. It was the day of my last trial. When I was acquitted, I just arrived back at my lodgings. When I ran into Mr. Shakespeare outside on the street, it was at around 6 o'clock. Exchanged one or two pleasantries, but it soon turned into a heated discussion. I was on his way out at the time, though, so I promised to visit his room that evening at 9 to continue our debate. But did I have ill intentions? No! Not one, not two, not any! Not at all! Okay. Never, ever! Okay. A simple no would have sufficed, I feel. Hey, let him have pizzazz, bro. That's his personality. Don't subjugate his singularity, bro. Okay.
Then tell the court what did happen when you visited the victim's room.
Yep. Quite a heated literary debate over a nice hot drink. Yeah. A literary debate about Shakespeare's works, I think you said, didn't you? I think we're gonna get Mr. Gary Deb to come in and testify that he indeed went back to his room at the time, where he's saying he went back to his room, and that a good amount of time elapsed, and that he couldn't have poisoned him because, yeah, I think something like that.
Shakespeare. Oh, a very worthy topic of conversation, I must say.
Oh yes, my lord. Romeo and Juliet, who was the stronger? It was a profoundly pleasurable parley.
Romeo and Juliet?
Who was stronger? I know I'm going to regret asking this, but how did the debate go?
Well, we both agreed that we would reach a conclusion more quickly with a reenactment. But we battled it out, so we battled it out in a Greco-Roman style, naturally.
What? Okay, they went mano a mano. Okay.
Mr. Shakespeare had all sorts of costumes in his room for such a contest.
So when you say a reenactment, you mean you were actually in costume?
He as Romeo and I as Juliet, and after a vigorous wild tussle, I, as Juliet, came out on top, a victory I'll cherish forever.
I dare not imagine the terrible scene of carnage. Just imagining the two of them in costumes, and Greco-Roman is grappling. There's no hits, there's no strikes, it's genuine just grappling. Them grappling in their fucking derelict fucking place. One special vision indeed, okay. I wonder if there's fan arts of this actually.
I dare not imagine the terrible scene of carnage. The fact remains that it was you who prepared the tea and took it to the victim, correct? I boiled the water in my room and made a pot to take with me. I'd heard that he was too poor to have tea himself, you see.
It's true. He was broke as hell. Did they say Gex I was talking about? Maybe. Maybe.
To do something nice, to be friendly.
But Seigex is usually more like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's more closer than Greco-Roman, because Greco-Roman grappling is it's like grappling, but you have to, it's standing, whereas GGB, BJJ, whatever the fuck you call it, it's you need to be you're on the floor and etc. It's everywhere. But if I recall correctly, because I really like martial arts in general. I've been doing boxing for a while. I'm on a break for that because I'm streaming and working, so I don't really have the time for that anymore. But anyway, when I'll have time again, I'll probably come back. But anyway, that's but yeah, yeah. So they were completely standing and shit. But anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? So is everyone looking at me with suspicion?
My tea was harmless, of course it was. Do you have any basis for that statement, witness?
Yes, drunk it.
My tea was completely harmless. Couldn't have locked the door behind me otherwise, could he?
Okay. Yes, there was not a drop of tea left in the victim's room anywhere, was there?
That's correct. One would think if Flo had never had a pot of tea before, must have licked it dry. Which is a pity, because one drop is all we would have needed to analyze it for poison.
And you said that you returned home to your room at 11 o'clock, Mr. Natsume?
Yes, definitely. By heaven on earth. I swear it. The landlord was able to verify that as it happens. He confirmed the defendant went back to his room at 11 at night.
Yeah, see, get rid of it.
And how was the landlord able to attest to this? He, said it was the lamps, I believe. The lamps, Inspector?
tenants returned to the room. Yeah, I know. Yes, Mr. Kennedy seems to... Yeah, okay. There's only one key to Mr. Shakespeare's room. I know that for certain. So he must have locked the door himself from inside his room.
The victim has confirmed that to be the case. Yes.
So I'm right. My tea was harmless, completely harmless. If you take poison, you die. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Okay.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid.
Oh, what do you mean? Okay. Man, what a... whatever.
Spectre takes some time to have an effect on the body. People don't kill over immediately after taking
Okay, how much time though? Tell us the time. How long does it... Yeah, thank you. For symptoms to appear then. Okay, also let me check the court record. I forgot to check. Oh yeah, and I didn't even check the teacups. Yeah, there's like cracks in them. Wait. This was the teacup that Mr. Shakespeare was drinking from them. The stain on the inside. He does that, I'm afraid. Even green tea. Oh really? I've never noticed before. You've never noticed? Well, I never leave it in the cup long enough to leave a mark. I like to gulp it down. Drink tea while it's hot. That's a Japanese way, isn't it? Dear, so many people seem to have the wrong idea about our culture. Most of them are Japanese. What about this one? It doesn't have the mark. Does it mean he didn't drink at all? This is the teacup from which Mr. Natsume was drinking. Yes, unlike the other one, the inside of the cup is completely clean. Suppose he must have drunk the contents before the tea had the chance to leave a mark. I'll always gulp it down too. Sorry, miss. Okay, we just had that conversation. Okay, no tea ring. Okay. Interesting. Maybe the ring is the poison. And there's the spill here. So maybe the tea has spilled over there. And plus, like, there's literally... You could, like, definitely found some tea inside the, like, tea thingy. Like, surely. How long does it take? Okay.
According to the coroner, who was speaking to the yard, about 30 minutes after the poison's consumed, the victim suffers violent convulsions, cramping, and stiffness, and eventually dies from asphyxiation.
So there's a 30-minute interval between when the poison is ingested and the onset of symptoms. There seems to be a lot of different types of poison in the world, that's for sure. Oh dear, death by poisoning again. It's always so awful.
30 minutes is a long time.
Wow, how astute!
Certainly long enough for the victim to have locked the door behind the accused after he left.
You can't deny that. It further degrades Soseki-san's alibi. Indeed.
The medical report from the doctor who examined the victim here, my lord, spells it out, really. The accused is the only person who could have done it.
Okay, finally we get the report.
Very well, the court will add this report to the court record as evidence.
There we go, now we're gonna be able to, oh yes, I see it here. Delayed onset of symptoms. Great. Let me check, yeah. No, let me check. Examine. William Shakespeare, 31. Ingestion of small quantity of strychnine. Toxic effects present 30 minutes return to the high likelihood of substance having been mixed with tea and the victim was drinking, but no sample could be obtained for testing. The poisoning incident occurred at around 1:30 a.m. on the 21st of February. Except from the victim's pocket watch that appears to have broken when the man collapsed after the delayed onset of symptoms. 1:30 a.m. Wait, that's a long time after that. No container for the poison was found at the scene. Yeah. Wait. With around 11. Yeah. Present yeah.
Objection.
Yeah, the time doesn't correlate, even if it's 30 minutes. Listen, Hatsumi, you say it was 11 p.m. when you left to return to your room. Correct. Yes. Inspector Gregson, can we rely on the information in the medical report unconditionally?
Of course we can. There's no problem with the report, Sunshine.
Actually, there's a very big problem. Big problem. When nobody goes to court. Because there's a chronological inconsistency between it and the defendant's testimony.
A What? What are you on about?
According to this report, the victim must have consumed the poison at around 1:30 in the morning. And yet, the defendant, Mr. Natsume, left the victim's room at 11.
Whoa!
Yes, that's right. There's more than 2 hours of missing time there.
How could this be?
Okay. In other words, There was poison in the tea that Mr. Natsume brought to the victim's room. How could the victim have fallen ill to it? 2.5 full hours of the defendant left. Whoa! Okay, same sprite. Okay. Same animation. I keep saying sprite, but it's not a sprite at all. Okay.
Your friend's argument is entirely reasonable. How do you respond, Rothman 6?
He's gonna drown his sorrows in his wine. Is he gonna drink it? He's not gonna drink it.
Pray forgive the discourtesy if my mind has wandered. I was considering what cuisine would best complement the contents of my hallowed chalice this luncheon.
Okay.
How could it have happened, you ask? I do hate to shatter illusions, but my Nipponese friend appears to be chasing a phantom idea.
A phantom?
Is it so hard to imagine that the victim drank his tea after the accused has left? For example, at the time stated in the medical report. Yes, at around 2:30.
Objection!
Objection, yeah. Okay, Natsume brought the tea with him to drink together with his neighbor. And in Japan, there is a well-known saying, drink tea while it's hot.
Objection!
In my country, there is an even more apt saying. There is nothing more refreshing than cold tea.
The point is, if there was such a long gap, there may be other ways to explain how the victim came to be poisoned, other possibilities.
What sort of possibilities, Counsel?
Come up with some bullshit. Well, for example, the man could have had another visitor. Yep.
Another visitor? It's a very bold assertion, my learned friend, from someone who has nothing to substantiate it.
I love that theme so much, bro. Every time I hear it, I keep saying that, but his theme is so cool. It's so like majestic and like tragic. There's like weight, like it's like I don't know. It's like a fallen man, you know. I don't know, like a great tragedy occurred, you know, and this man is wrecked with animosity and like yearning for revenge, for his family was murdered by his best friend, you know, some bullshit like that. Anyway, okay, I don't have any other evidence for that.
Well, assertion from someone who has nothing to substantiate it.
Or the victim could have taken the poison of his own volition. Yeah. Also, who do we have in here to accuse? Okay, that's nothing.
You suggest this may have been a suicide, Counsel?
Objection!
Yeah, but he said that Natsume did it.
So Shakespeare has categorically denied suicide. The idea can and must be discounted.
Objection!
But he could be lying.
Lol.
He's just letting the embarrassment sit in. Like it's a strat I like employing as well. Like someone makes a shit joke, instead of like laughing or saying it's ass, I'm just looking at them and wait for it to simmer in. It's a very cruel thing to do, but I find it very, very funny. And then I tell them like I was just reveling in the moment, but you know, it was not that bad. Don't worry about it.
Something wrong, Lord Van Zeeks?
I was listening to the sound of the carriage pulling up outside the courtroom. Pray forgive the discourtesy.
Carriage? What carriage?
It would seem that the key player in this case has just arrived.
Hold it!
Oh no, is it Holmes? Is it Sholmes? 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 If it's Sholmes... Out, brief candle. Lies but a walking shadow. Oh no, it's him. Okay, never mind. Okay. A poor player. The struts. No, okay, that's basically Natsume's voice. Okay. A poor player. Oh, wait, okay. Poor player. The struts. No, okay, that's the same. How do I say his voice? Poor player. The struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Who, sir, are you?
William Shakespeare, my lord. Alas, 'twas I, and on my day's bitter events, I am the victim. What? What's he doing here? What a speedy recovery.
The prosecution seeks to call this gentleman to the stand. With his testimony, my learned friend's futile resistance will be utterly crushed.
You're calling him as a witness?
Very well, counsel, I'll grant your request with interest. I'm curious to discover what the court shall hear from the victim himself.
Happy am I, Shakespeare, to regale thee with my tale of woe, my lord. But I have my own tale to tell. My own tale is worse woe. I can regale the court with the tale of my perfect innocence in perfect English.
Okay. I will do, Mr. Natsumi. Let the court now hear from the victim.
Okay. He's so regal. Oh, what's he doing here? Peeping guy. Alright, so that's Mr. Shakespeare. Who's the other man beside him? Yes, I feel sure we've got a glimpse of that man before, yeah.
Your names and occupations to the court, please, witnesses.
I write of words so sweet they do send the breeze, an inventor of ideas so profound they compose the earth. The unrivalled poet, the unmatched scribe, William Shakespeare, were the great bard recalled to life anew. Lo, what a magnificent man! Good fellows, am he who ponders such a miracle, William Shakespeare.
The name's Metaman, Dronby Metaman. I work for the Atlatwin Gas Company, East End branch office.
Ah, I remember now. It was yesterday on Briar Road. Oh yes, she's right, it's him. Yeah, I remember. Bro, I remember. You don't have to flashback to something I just saw. It's like Naruto pacing, come on. Yeah, I get it. Yes, but I spotted him outside Mr. Garridip's house that morning, and he's a gas company employee. What does he have to do with this case? Yeah, I think he, like, basically, I think he made a gas leak or some shit, like, maybe he's responsible for a gas leak. Something like that, I don't know. So...
Mr. William Shakespeare, you are the victim in this miserable affair, correct?
Oh heaven, oh hell, you commend me to remember the sweet poison that didst cross me and cross mine innocent lips.
Suppoinated him for the trial, with his doctor's permission, naturally. Hearing the testimony of the aggrieved will remove any room for doubt from the juror's mind, I'm sure.
Behold, you have only to rearrange the letters of my name to see that's me as a seraph, an angel indeed. Thus, be I noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart, as all heavenly angels be. Okay. Because there isn't a less contrived meaning in your name. No, not at all. Yeah, shame. The jurors seem to be very moved by this man, I'm afraid. Aww. Actually taking the seraph anagram idea seriously.
Thank you, witness, for eliminating introductions.
But my lord, what's the man next to Mr. Shakespeare doing here? The gas man, I mean.
Oh, what, me? Well, no. Allow me to enlighten my learned friend. You recall, I presume, your earlier impertinence, when you suggested the victim had another visitor to his room on the night in question. Moreover, that the victim is a compulsive liar.
What? No, I didn't quite say that.
This young chin-stroker here is to controvert your wild claims conclusively. Is that not so, Mr. Meterman? Hang on. No, this here.
Okay.
I hereby call for your formal testimonies. Will tell the court as lucidly as possible what happened on the night in question.
Okay. Boom. 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 One may spell and smile and be a villain. Yes, it doth pain me, but let the truth be spoken. The truth of that wintry night of my discontent. Okay. Witness testimony. The wintry night of my discontent.
The snow lay about. My neighbour did cometh in the evening, bearing a gift of tea. But marry, better was his drink, and when he left, I did fall prostrate on my table. 'Twas the tea alone did pass my lips at late hour, aught else.
Outside this block's window in the freezing cold all night, keeping an eye on his room.
What the fuck are you doing?
Always visited his room with that short little round-backed Eastern fella.
Okay, weirdo. What the fuck are you doing? Like in his... Wait, what did you say? You were keeping an eye on Mr. Shakespeare's room all night?
That's right. Of course, the block's window is all but blocked up, isn't it? There's a little gap in the bricks where you can see into the room. So I spend the night trying to keep my teeth from chattering as I peered in through that. Question is,
Why?
Well, no, that's because he's on my list.
What a piece of work is a man! Wherefore wouldst thou not stare in wonderment? What are you talking about? This puzzling busybody had not part in this play. I pray thee, pay him no heed, make no more ado but his tedious words.
What'd you say about me?
Shut up, fucker.
Calm yourself. This court is concerned with what happened on the night in question. Nothing more. We don't care if you're a weirdo. Except I kinda do. Okay.
Indeed, that is so.
And as testimony we have just heard clearly reveals, there was no one other than the accused present at the time who could have carried out this crime.
We're just gonna tell them, like, bro, we literally drank from the same cup. Like, we both drank the tea. Come on, bro. Like, stop taking the piss.
Well, I believe this may be the final testimony of the trial. Now, counsel, the defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Okay, yes, my lord. Wait, is that weird? Like, he like, yes, and then dot dot dot, ellipses, and then like, my lord, like, it's screaming. Like, it's like a weird pacing of a saying, and whatever. My neighbor did continue, bearing a gift of tea. Yeah. To be clear, by neighbor, you are referring to the defendant, Mitsunatsume. Oh, indeed, sire. Perchance thou wouldst that I call him the man from upstairs?
And at what time did a mustachioed Nipponese visit you in your room?
Our meeting was promised for the hour of 9, and lo did he come to tender a gift of fragrant tea.
Details which are in accordance with the defendant's own testimony, yes.
And we were rolled in such a literary debate as history hath not seen before. By which I presume he means a discussion about who was the stronger. Why the stronger? Say strongest. Why they say stronger? Is this like a typo? Romeo or Juliet? Aye, Shakespeare, it played the part of a young Romeo, whilst my neighbour played the fair Juliet. Each of us stressed, as would our characters be, to bring weight upon our merry experiment.
Dare not imagine the scene.
Frailty. Thy name is a woman. Canst thou imagine how dismayed I was? Yes, I has heard of the eastern art of jiu-jitsu, but... No, that I dreamed it would be a skill practiced by the comely maiden. Okay. Should beat Romeo up? This is not helping our case.
I believe the court has heard enough about your
earth-shattering literary debates. Wow. Okay, that was like a type of joke he hasn't done before. Surprising.
Perhaps you could reiterate your statement about the tea that the accused brought to your room?
My liege, I am thy servant. Gladly I would do thy bidding. Okay. Very bitter was his drink, and when he left... Okay.
Hold it!
Let me stop you there. Sensor left your room at 11 o'clock, but it wasn't until after 2 that the poison made you collapse. That amounts to more than 3 hours of missing time. What's he doing? If the defendant really put the poison into your tea, the 3-hour window of time is something you're going to have to explain. Gladly. It's an easy task. What? I didn't drink of the tea. I told my guest didst tarry, but after he took leave of me. Faith, 'twas stone cold, but at 1 hour post-morning. Yeah, at 1 hour post-morning. Verily, were my lips parched.
Objection!
Okay. That doesn't sound normal. Nay, it is quite ordinary, sire. After all, thou wouldst recall our fiery debate. Amidst such an argument, there had been no time for fiery tea. Romeo and Juliet again.
And who was the strongest? Sir Shakespeare, in summary, allow me to confirm. Did you not come here with the intention of naming your attacker?
Of course, my liege. It was the stooped lover of words that attempt to shuffle me off this mortal coil.
Well, we all know what that means.
Okay. I'm thinking. You know, he said, let's look at the tea, right? This is his cup because it has the mark, because he was sitting for a while. Therefore, that's why it was like leaving, there's a mark left. But I'm thinking that like the thing that's gonna help us like accomplish like our thing was that he suddenly reveals that his cup was actually the other one. Or something of the sort, you know, like, oh, my cup was actually the green one. Something like that, you know? But, like, it basically proved that he didn't drink that from that cup, you know? Something like that, I'm not sure, but... It was the tea alone. The tea alone did pass my lips the late hour, not else. Hold it! Did you eat a bar of soap, perhaps?
So, you didn't have any kind of evening meal? Dinner, supper?
Nah, fine luxury, fine gluttony. To eat thrice daily is a bit of waste of time.
Sorry.
Would that my belly were full. No more off than the sun doth rise. Jesus. What the fuck?
Well, most heroic eating habits, I must say.
Night and day do I fill my hours with learned study of the great bard and playwright. Hence is it that there doth, not in my chamber be then, the costumes of mine heart.
It would appear to be the case. As you have a rodent will soon starve to death in your room.
You didn't need to say that, you know, you didn't have to do them like that. When I think of it, it's not just food that was conspicuously missing from that room, is it? I don't recall seeing a single player script anywhere. For I have devoured them all. You've eaten them? Every word be within my skull. It's now imagine otherwise. Right, that wasn't misleading at all. Now, could you turn around, do you think?
Which brings us to the conclusion. The only way the post could have passed the victim's lips.
Okay.
There's outside this bloke's window in the freezing cold all night. Keep an eye on his room.
Hold it! Creep. But the windows of that house have been filled in. A historical artifact that now... Okay, I know.
Yeah, you're right there, all bricked up horribly. As it happens, there's a little part of the brickwork at the bottom corner that's been opened up. I was looking through that gap.
Why though? Why you do that? Yes, there were a few bricks loose, weren't there? For some strange reason, a couple of bars of soap lined up on the ledge outside as well.
I don't like going around poking my chin in other people's business, especially on freezing cold nights. But them's my orders. That's what I'll keep doing, as long as there's breath in my body.
Okay. What's with all the theatricals today? Yeah.
Out of interest, Mr. Mitterman, after the accused had left and returned to his own lodgings, did you see the victim leave the room at all?
No, he never left. He was in that room the whole time as far as I'm concerned.
We can therefore discount the possibility of suicide.
How can you be so sure of that?
Police carried out a thorough investigation of the scene and found no receptacle for poison. And since we know the victim didn't leave his room, and hence didn't dispose of the poisonous container himself, it's clear that this was no attempted suicide. Only the culprit could have removed the receptacle.
Oh, yes. Lucidly explained, Counsel. Thank you.
It really was. You can argue with the logic.
Okay.
No one else is in his room but that short little round back Eastern fella.
Hold it! Alright. You say a short little round back Eastern fella, so you can be sure it was the defendant then.
Objection! Just look at him! How many others short little round back Nipponese with a mustache do you think there are in London? Well, of course, it's only a narrowing gap and it was quite dark, so I didn't notice the mustache. He showed up at around 9, so I'm pretty sure of myself.
And when the person you saw arrived, did he and Mr. Shakespeare drink tea together?
Nah, sorry, couldn't say.
Why not?
Because I couldn't see into the room all that well, could I?
Your testimony is dog shit.
What I did see was the silhouette of that little run-backed fella wearing a pretty dress. And as the pair of them started doing some kind of wrestling match, I tell you, I don't know what to make of it.
I suppose there was a Romeo and Juliet championship battle getting underway.
Mr. Meter Man, allow me to confirm one final time. Apart from the accused, can you state with certainty that no one else visited the victim on the night in question?
No question. Guess the man's on us.
Okay, we're cook. Oh. Okay. We should hold it. Oh shit, he's gonna be like,
My lord.
okay, and he's gonna be like, okay, everyone, we find him guilty, and we'll have to do the summation examination again.
My lord. Goodness me. Yes, Mr. Foreman.
Get my mouth shut and listen up to now, but this has gone long enough.
Are you all with me?
Yes! Okay.
Are we to understand that you ladies and gentlemen of the jury are in agreement with one another? You reach an unanimous decision.
To a right we have. Are you all with me?
Yes! Okay. Wait, no! The defense is in the middle of a cross-examination!
Yes, I was holding out a bit of hope for you, young man. Especially after you identified those few hours that followed the accused leaving the victim's room.
Yes, the 3 missing hours, as you put it. But in the end, what difference do they make? None as far as I can see. And since that's now apparent, there's really no reason to delay our decision any longer. Like I was saying before, wait, his voice was like very very nice. It felt like butter, like I was saying before. No, like I was saying before. No, fuck it.
Like I was saying before, if I don't take 5 bob home with me tonight, the missus will blow her top. What's that? Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said.
Okay.
Very well, let the court be apprised of your decision. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your leanings as of the defendant's culpability.
Guilty!
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
See, did you hear that? Guilty. Like, such a nice voice for such a strong build. Guilty. Okay. All of you?
Well, it would appear that the jury is indeed unanimous.
Submission examination time.
So, this time at least, it seems justice will be done. All's well that ends well, as they say. This calls for a toast, I feel. The guilty being punished.
Ugh. Okay, chill, bro. We're gonna crack that case open, don't worry about it. Get up, Mr. Navarro, please! The trial isn't over yet! What do you mean, Miss? Bro, you know what's... Okay, we're just gonna... No. We know. Submission examination. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. Let me just do it. The defense moves to invoke its right to a submission examination, my lord.
Why am I not surprised at my learned Nipponese friend's inability to admit defeat? You choose to cling desperately to some archaic rule you barely comprehend instead of accepting the truth.
Bro, we used that and we beat your ass like 2 times at least. Like, probably 3. Like in the past. And in the future that's gonna be 4 times. Bro, so shh.
In order, defense counsel in recent times has exercised the right to a submission examination.
Because they all know that once the jury's mind is set, it cannot be altered.
Except, nevertheless, the right to remains and must be upheld.
That's not true. We literally did that so many times.
Defense counsel's request is granted. The court will proceed with some... Yeah.
Thank you. My lord.
You and your fellows prepared, Mr. Foreman?
Believe me, my lord, we all know about this young's tenacity.
And we're ready for it. Very well. In that case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I hereby call upon each of you to state the grounds upon which you find the defendant guilty of the crimes for which he stands accused.
The juror's contentions. Victim may not be well off, but he's not a noble man, and straight up, there's no reason to doubt the man. Well, I do declare that a good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid. Just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese, stoops all the while, and has a mustache. Very fishy. What? What do you mean by that? There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudsman for now. At least. I really don't care. No. I really don't care. Like... No.
I really don't care, like,
I just need this trial to end quickly.
3 hours of missing time is nothing when you reach my age, you know? Nothing at all.
Okay. I'm gonna keep giving him the gruff voice, despite not being his actual voice. I knew it. Every single one of them seems completely convinced. It would seem that all the jurors have come to the conclusion. Yeah, I know. No shit. Yeah. Well, here goes. Let's not forget. Yeah. I know, bro. No, I don't need to know again. Let's go. Let's just do the summation examination. Let's go. Yes, my lord. Jury examination. The defense rebuttal. May not be well off, but he's a noble man, straight up. There's no reason to doubt the man. Let me press him.
Hold it!
Well, there are plenty of people in London who seem noble but poor. Couldn't some of them also be liars?
No doubt about it. Like that shaky client of yours, for example.
Absolutely not. Mr. Natsume is no liar.
Look, the point is, the only thing that passed the victim's lips that night was the Japanese man's tea. When we take the gas man's testimony into account as well, the truth couldn't be any clearer.
Well, I'm gonna think like the hole inside the soap. Like this is like very interesting thing to think of. I don't know.
Ah well, that's alarmingly logical. But let me be frank here. I'm a gentleman with a gentleman's values. If it turns out that the old Shakespearean chum is a rotten lie after all, I'd gladly change my decision about the defendant.
We know that. We know you, Mr. Fairplay. You're fair play.
I'm sure the fellow gentlemen of the jury would do the same, isn't that right?
Well, yeah, perhaps. Though I don't see it happening.
Hey, what is that? Elderly gent on the end here, you know. You'll have to speak up. Look, I really don't care about all this nonsense. I just need this trial to be over.
How many gentlemen do we have on the jury, then? Okay. Alright, sir, I may hold you to that. Don't forget what you said. Okay. Well, do declare a good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid.
Hold it!
Someone has a crush. Are you saying you believe the man to be trustworthy because he's rather splendid? No, that's not what I said. The point is, the man is the victim here. What reason would he have to lie? And yes, he is rather splendid. So you say, yet again. Meanwhile, the man who stands accused behaves so suspiciously. It's exhausting to look at him. I'm afraid he's not splendid at all. Splendid logic there, madam. Thank you so much. Just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese. Bro, I thought you were a cool guy, but you're still like, yeah, that's pretty weird to say, man. Stoops all the way. What do you mean by stoops all the way, though? No, not one of those things. Not one of those things is a reason to find a man guilty. But he is fishy. There's no point in dancing around the fact. He's Japanese. He has a mustache, and he stoops. You see, you arrive at the conclusion in just 3 steps. 3 steps, like a waltz, in fact. You know, the more you think about it, the more this rolls seems like a dance. You seem to be several steps ahead of yourself, though. Yeah, and you're on the wrong foot. No, there's nothing but circumstantial evidence here. There's no actual proof of the defendant's guilt. But the victim's version of the events is backed up by what the big chin man sitting next to him, isn't it? 1, he saw the Japanese man there. 2, he saw no one else. And 3, he saw the Japanese man there. Oh, that's another 3 steps. All this 3 does seem more and more like a waltz, doesn't it? Yeah. Dun, 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 like that. Yeah, anyway. Right, the prosecution will waltz its way to victory if you let him, if I let you. Yeah, whatever. Okay. There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudsman. For now, at least.
Hold it!
Fraudsman? What do you mean by that, madam? It really is a most tiresome problem for the company. Most irritating. Is she the gas like company guy, like woman?
We can absolutely be certain that customer is stealing from us, but without hard evidence. We can even threaten to take action for fear of being sued.
So he's keeping an eye on him because they believe he's like stealing gas. And that's why the gas is so ass in the apartment. I see. Okay, I'm sorry, you've lost me a little here. Who are you?
The wife of Augustus Altamont, owner of the Altamont Gas Company.
Yeah, I knew it.
Good gracious, Altamont gas, you say?
Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe. Their proper handling is essential. As I'm sure an employee from the East End branch and office would be the first to agree.
Absolutely, Lady Cranberry, you gotta be used properly. Altamont gas is the best in the world, of course.
Okay.
I think we may have solved the mystery of the bow from earlier, Mr. Naruto.
Right, he bowed in defense to his employer's wife, did he? So would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Meteorman was watching what Mr. Shimsbury was doing in his room?
I'm afraid that there's no end to the lengths the population of the East End will go to in order to steal our gas. So I really have no choice when a company identifies somebody as a possible fraudsman. We dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night. We're very thorough in our investigations.
So you mean Mr. Shimsbury is...
I wouldn't come out and say it in public. But you can't finish that sentence with a grubby little gas thief.
You have noticed the public gallery here, have you?
The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen.
Wait, no.
Faith, wouldst thou wound me with thy words, were to let them penetrate the skin? But seraphs hear not insults, only choirs of angels and song. We may not have evidence yet, but my workers won't stop buzzing around you until they find it. And when they do, you'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights in Altamont gas explosion.
So Mr. Shimsbury has been stealing gas. I wonder, juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement.
My pleasure. Was it a bit about ripping that thief apart you enjoyed?
A little before the part about abject violence, if it's not too much trouble.
Yes, of course.
This could be it! Our final chance to take down Caracas Alba! Okay. Okay, I need to pit her. Yeah, against... Particularly accused... Yeah. The victim's a liar, okay. Pit.
Protection.
These two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good gracious, those statements do you refer? Count to those statements do you refer?
Juror number 1.
What are you yelling about, lad?
I presume you've heard juror number 4's statement, made by the wife of the owner of Altamont Gas.
Well,
Yeah. The victim, we claim to be a noble, straight-up man. In fact, turns out to be a common thief.
so the good lady says there is no evidence, is there? You and I both heard him say as much.
It's true, we don't have evidence as such, just yet. The claims aren't baseless, you know.
What?
You heard me. Seeing as his operation has already been compromised, I would suggest that the court hears testimony from our East End branch office employee over there.
Whatever you say, my lady, Gasman's on her.
No, that's not his voice. I forgot his voice. Juror number 1, you say you're a man of your word. If I could show that Mr. Shimsbury was a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt. Fine.
Yes, I did say that. And as a man of honor, I'll do it. And as I'm sure the other gentlemen of the jury will.
Me?
Well, yeah, now that we found out the man's a liar, perhaps we ought to reconsider the matter further.
Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard half of what you all have been saying, so if this means you'll recap a few points, that would shoot me down to the ground.
No, I'm not having any part of this. I want this right over and done with.
In that case, I shall change my leaning.
So, Mr. William Shakespeare, if that is your real name, we have the jury demand to know exactly what kind of a man you really are.
Boom. There we go. That's 4 jurors. 4 for not guilty. Yes, Mr. Naruto, we did it! Whee! That animation is so cute. Anyway.
Order, order! Well, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. As a result of the defense submission examination, the jurors' leaning has changed. Now only 2 jurors saying guilty, while 4 saying not guilty, and therefore declare this court to be in state of a disaccord. And order the trial to continue.
Whee! We did it! Woo! Yeah, drink it, bro. You're not even gonna drink it. You just keep wasting wine, bro.
You have spoiled the bouquet, Mr. Shakespeare.
He kind of reminds me of how was he called? In I think it was the second game. No, it was in the third game. The Mask. No, Ron Delight. He reminds me of Ron Delight a little. Okay, I'm surprised I actually remembered his name. Okay.
The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim.
And now he reminds me of Simon Keyes with his...
But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. So God mend me. I do swear. This guestman speaketh that which concerns him most, naught but gas, naught but thin air. Aye, it burneth bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul.
It reek foul! There was a gas leak, I'm telling you there's a gas leak.
Oi, what do you mean? Right here, Mr. Shakespeare, have you done any allegations of gas thievery?
Most heartily, my lord, hast thou forgot, I am as a seraph, an angel, noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily, honest of heart.
I love his like, little like, that he does.
You flowy mouth pompous beanpole? Just because I haven't got evidence yet?
Mr. Shakespeare, if, in fact, you are not noble of mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar, then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom.
It is my considered opinion that at the present time, no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. Our testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case.
No.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of this witness, I believe it would be inappropriate for this court not to pursue the point further.
I assure you, my lord, that it would be a waste of the court's time. The gas in this case are unrelated.
Juror number 4. Yes? Didn't you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove this man has been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him? That's right, we do, don't we? Worker? Don't even call him by his name.
Absolutely, Queen Queenbee. Gasman's honor.
Very well then, we will hear your testimony now. You will tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shakespeare, has been stealing gas.
But that will be for another time. I'm gonna stop the stream here. Yeah. The episode. Yeah. But yeah. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. You know. And see you tomorrow at the same time. You know, at the same hours. Just like in the bio in the Twitch thing. Anyway. Thank you. And goodbye.